Good evening, everyone. TGIF. Welcome to the Weather Nightcap, or actually, the Weather Diversion Nightcap comes later. Been a long day, short night. Thought we'd bring you up to date because the snow is kind of winding down and moving out. The cold remains, and a little bit less stressful tonight. Last night, things were thumping all the way into the morning. So let's just recap and look ahead, right? So thanks for coming in. No real bad weather to talk about, except it is colder than normal, and you got to take that in consideration and moving about. But the big storm is moving out. What's left over are these pesky flakes, just like we had last Friday. They come and they go, and they're fluffy and they're dry, so they can accumulate a little, but nothing like what we have just been through. So welcome to the show. Let me say hi to you, Linda from Erie and Antlers. Hello. Jen, Forever Young. Welcome on in. Adam Ripley from Waterford. Good to see you, sir. So I want to take you down to where I was. I think it was about, I lose track of time, like 5:30 this morning. We were doing some stuff right here by St. Peter Cathedral. And you notice how they use these skid sleds or whatever they call them to clear out the sidewalks. And that's what they were doing. They were moving snow like crazy early this morning because we had already 10 inches on the ground and it was blowing and drifting all over the place, and they had to open everything up. And these east-west streets, like if you were driving on Sass here and the plows went through on West 10th, they leave that trail here. And we were surfing. We were snowboarding through those piles. And way back the other way here on Sass, it was like one lane. It was just snaking around cars that had been plowed in. So some fun winter driving early this morning and going all over the downtown area, hanging out in the snowstorm and the wind. It was, it's like being a kid again. So that was fun. Let's see what's going on. Who else is here? Denise, how cold is it in Spartansburg? Julie M., good to see you. Thanks for being here. So a couple nice shots of the area, and we'll show you what the snowfall map was, how much actually happened. And we were also over here on the bayfront. We actually were down by the dock, and it was a blowing just like this. The wind was coming right off the water. Wind chill factor was about 5 or 0, and that's probably pretty close to where it is right now. Thankfully, no more big snow, but, it's a little nippy out there. Kathy Lynn, thank you. Snowing in the borough. Well, then let's just go to the borough, shall we? Who else? Bill, Jacksonville, 73. Lucky you. Patty Richards, good to see you. Karen D, hello. So there you are. Little snow in the borough there. Not people gathering, walking across the street. Not too much of a breeze down here, but it's cold. And there you go. Jen downtown, hello. Patty, is it your birthday today? If so, happy birthday. And Erie International Airport, I think there's a Charlotte flight coming in late tonight. I love this happens sometimes at night when you get a snow cover and you can almost see the bottoms of the clouds reflected there, even in the middle of the night. And the pretty runway lights and taxiway lights. So they've been shut down, pretty much the past couple of days. But I think a Charlotte flight comes in on American tonight. And this is a whole lot different than what was going on last night, right? Because it was just blowing and snowing. So obviously why they didn't have flights. G-Town, next on the docket. Hey, Scott Baker, how's everything in Titusville? And look at these piles of snow. That's one of the amazing things about, this situation early this morning is how much it drifted, even in sheltered areas like downtown Erie. I mean, we were at St. Peter Cathedral. We were up Sassafras Street between St. Joe's Church and St. Vincent Hospital. We were at Perry Square. We were down on the dock. I was standing with the Bicentennial Tower to my back, and that wind was just coming right off the ice-covered bay. It was crazy. But again, the things that were most interesting to me is, it was kind of a heavier snow, but it was drifting and blowing, And I want to zoom in a little here in Girard. And, it was hard to measure, but we got a map for you. We'll show it to you. And the other thing I want to tell you is that it's really a pretty good weather pattern for the next week. Calming down, right? No big storms on the horizon, but we'll go on in a little closer here. Probably probably get a nice tight shot here, and you can see some of these snow mounds that they plowed up and whatnot just around the country fair there, waiting on the focus here. But yeah, that's the way it looked. 17. Thank you, Denise and Sparty. Ed, good to see you. Y'all, Jen, we were there at like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. We weren't knocking on any doors. And there was hardly any traffic on the street. And as you look at these huge mounds of snow, and they're everywhere, it was like something, I don't know, out of Children of the Corn or something. I don't know. But the sidewalks weren't plowed yet. So people were walking on the street, like pilgrims going to they're probably going to work or maybe to Gannon down there. But they were making their way down the street. And then one live shot, we just stood in the middle of the street. There was no cars. And we just walked back and forth across Sassafras Street. It was very interesting. So just wanted to clue you in on that. I should try fishing there in the summer. A bit windy. Yeah, it was a bit windy also. Only this time the wind was coming from Canada across an ice-covered bay. So I guess, Jen, Forever Young, we might call it a bit cold. All right, 369 on the gas. Oh, wait a minute. What? Wait. That gas just went up 10 cents, people. Remember? Right? Oh my gosh. That just jumped another 10 because it was 359. I filled my tank up last night. Remember, it was like 347. It went down 2 or something, and then it jumped back up. It was 349. Yesterday, it was 359. Now it is 369. Nice. 20-cent jump in probably a week to 10 days. Just so you know. Solitaire, good to have you here from Chicago. Garage and front doors froze shut. Oh my gosh, that's no good. Deb, yes, I agree. Thank you, Jen Downtown. 347 in Florida. Sherry Meter, Crystal River Gleater. How are you? How is the temperature down there? That's what I want to know. So yeah, hey, there you go. That just happened because I filled up I don't know what it was, 7 o'clock this morning. It was 10 cents cheaper. Wonderful. All right. Well, enough of that news. We have anything else to show you? How about Meadville? Yes, a little Meadville for you. Wait for it. There you go. Oh, and this is what you got. You got this little pesky snow that just keeps on forming because, as we were telling you, with those 40-degree temperatures, more of the lake opened up. So, that'll happen. So, hello, Meadville on Chestnut. We'll go over to Route 322, moving nicely here. Conneaut Lake, brisk snow piles here on Volunteer Fire Department number 3. Wow. Yes. 69 degrees. Wow. That's a little different than here. Brenda, good to see you. Yvonne, canceled trucks coming in. Thank you for that. Gene, glad it's calm in Albion. And one more, a lot of peach jam earlier this evening. Not as much right now. Better visibility, I-90 and Peach Street, Friday night traffic. And I wonder if these guys did it too, right? I mean, it seems to be that some convenience stores and gas places jump first. So I just want to take a shot down into this one if I can see it well enough. and see how these gas prices are doing right here on Peach and I-90. So bear with me, and then we'll do a little weather, which is really why we're here, and give you a forecast. And as I said, not a very stormy forecast over the next 7 days. But hang on. Let's see what we got here. Yep, I can already see the country fairs at 369 there. I'm trying to get the quick fill. So we there we go. In one day, we have jumped from 359 to 369 in some of these. Okay, just so you know. Les, your road did not. Yeah, it's tough. Some of those roads, they don't do it, right? Thanks, Deb, Snowflakes, and Corey. Pam. Okay, let me see what you got going there. Yeah, interesting. Burger King, they don't sell gas. They give you gas, but I love their sandwiches. Um, yeah, I can't read the one at Quick Fill here because it's it's an electronic digital sign. But just trying to fill you in. Hibernating at Canadota Lake. Hello, Deb. Thanks for that. Pam, what are you saying? Third and Parade. Yeah, the plows, and that's what we were noticing. With they just had to remove this stuff, but there was so much. It takes time, but you know that. And yeah, look at that, 369 at the country fair. I just can't read the quick fill there. So wow. All right. Yeah, I got lucky, right? Because a few days ago I got to fill it up at 349. Ay. What's the bet on $4 a gallon? I mean, if we're going up 10 cents every week, we're not far away. You remember that? Like back in 2008? And of course, you got to take into consideration the Pennsylvania gas tax, which I think is like the second highest in the nation, right? Ooh. All right. All right. Peach Street take forever. You are so what? You are so right, Julianne. Okay, so the lighter side of weather. Fred and Sue sent pictures. Look at Ellie Mae's leash. Look at her. She is not a big dog. And look at her up on that snow mound, Canadota Lake. I know there's at least one person here from Canadota Lake. So that's Ellie Mae, and she's getting her exercise. But we take care of the pets, right? So Fred and Sue brought her in and put her by the fireplace, and there she is. Nice, all safe and warm. Talia, long time no see. Good to see you. So just a little gratuitous shot for Ellie Mae. Now, it's wonderful as a meteorologist when the storm behaves, because this is what we were showing you last night. And Yvonne, GFS, tell me, you have any idea how much snow you got down there in Franklin? Because I know you had some ice for a while, but that's what we were saying. So this is what happened. So it's always good when you get close, right? Because there's your 8 to 14. Now, Chatty Cathy, she's usually here from Youngsville. She broke our curve here in this 8 to 12 area, but everybody else was kind of right in there. Ellie Mae dealing with a foot of snow there. And Franklin, we got 7 inches. I hope that's true. It was good. It was good to, have a storm that behaved. I'll just say it that much. Sue is here. Sue, the mom of Ellie Mae. Hello, Sue. Thanks for the great pictures. We love that dog. I've gotten to meet her personally. Such a cutie. And this is what we were talking about for today. Just these little dinky snowflakes that persist because this part of the lake has still got water on it. All right. So that'll happen overnight into tomorrow morning. All right. Way to go. Thanks, Yvonne. That's great. All right. So where do we go from here? We'll, just show you that it's really, it's just the cold now. The cold is, remember when we had all these alerts, right? All over the country? That's what's left of them, way up here in Maine and southern New England. So the storm has kind of moved out to sea. Yeah, when I was going around, I mean, this morning, doing a little TV downtown, snow was up past my knees. I mean, these drifts were crazy. All right. But you'll have that in winter. So, quick look at your temps right here. Teens to near 20. And add a little wind to that, and it's not that comfortable. Thankfully, we don't have a lot of wind. So we're good there, see. But it's coming right off the water, and there is water out there. So it is producing some snowfall across the area. So let me give you a forecast here just to show you that it's really a more tranquil weather pattern happening over the next week. Oh boy. Yeah, that's the question of the week. And the simple answer to that, Sue, mom of Ellie Mae, is not a whole lot. But it was sure a lot of fun. There was a lot of adrenaline going on there because we were just moving all over the place. It was nice. Hello, Celine, the airport queen. Are you working tonight? They gave us a fairly good measurement. I don't know how you all did it, but the airport came out with like 9.6 or something, which was fairly representative. Uh, Eric alerted me that American is coming in late tonight around midnight. So there you go. Yeah, and for those of you who got a chance to be here at this time last night, one of the better weather diversions, we had Mr. Flint was here because he was ready to go out live last night. He was hanging out with the Queen. Did you get him coffee? Because I heard you say bring your cup to him. But yeah, so we had Craig and I got to host this thing, and then Julia Hazel was doing a snow story, so she came in, and Jen Mobilio came in, and it was just party in the weather area for a few minutes. But when you got Flint here, it's like a comedy show. All right. Well, I'm glad you're home. Oh, you made a pot of coffee for him. That's very nice of you guys. It was fun because we kept moving around. See, that's the deal. It was cold and windy and it was snowing at times, and you were dressing in layers. And I remember at one point saying, you know how Tom DeVecchio gives the school bus forecast, and he says, boots, hats, gloves, scarves. I had them all. I mean, you don't have to be a kid. You had to wear that stuff, or it was good if you did. Yeah, that was a rocking good time, Jen Young. Oh man, the diversion last night, that was fun. Are you bringing? I am trying to. I am trying. What Jen Beatty is talking about here is we're going to do what we call a winter skywarn down at the library on Friday, February 12th, a week from tomorrow. So, it's summer skywarn is about tornadoes and hail and damaging winds and lightning and thunder and microbursts. Well, winter skywarn is all about winter weather. So it's free and open to the public. It's going to be in the Hurt Auditorium. I think it starts at 2. I should know that. Therefore, I could, show up on time. But yeah, if y'all want to talk winter weather, come to the library a week from tomorrow in the afternoon, and we'll have some fun. And yes, I am trying to get both of my guys. We're equal opportunity here. If Devek can stop by, that would be great. I have extended the invitation. So that would be fun. All right. All right. Okay. Flint might come. He might. Ask him. All right. Any other questions for the good of the order? Cold tonight, turns sunny, stays cold tomorrow. Sunday's a little bit of a break day. Probably not a lot of precip here. You could squeeze some stuff out. But there you go. All right. Anything else from all you people far and wide? We got 2 out of towners here, right? Solitaire and Sherry. Chicago and Florida. Extremes. All right. Well, hey, thanks a lot. And for those of you who don't turn into pumpkins, we'll be back doing it all over again after midnight tonight. And, it's going to be a fairly decent weekend after what we just went through. So take care of yourselves and each other. Make the most of the weather. Stay safe, stay warm, stay healthy. We're here for you. And if I don't see you later, make it a great weekend. All right? Take care, everybody. And happy birthday, Patty. That's really great. And Julie G., thanks for all the snow measurements from Union City. Big help there. All right, you guys. Have a good and safe night. And if I don't see you, have a great weekend. Take care.